Grand Rising, loved ones. Welcome back to another episode of Healing Wisdom with me, your favorite spiritual advisor, Empress Oracle. How y'all doing today? How was your weekend? Yeah, that's great. So today we're going to first of all, we're going to start getting down to the nitty gritty because there's some real shit we need to talk about, y'all. I got to get y'all in the loop, okay? So today we are going to talk about the true definition of a fuck boy or a fuck girl, okay? But I mean, I feel like people, mostly hear about the fuck boys, so I'm not really going to harp too much on them, just clear up some things. But I'm definitely going to tell you about the fuck girls because, I am a woman, and I will tell you, I know hella fuck girls. I do. It's a real thing, guys. Ladies, I'm not bashing y'all because, I have a vagina as well. Okay? I'm just keeping it real. So, a fuck girl or a fuck boy is somebody who they place their value in their body or their sexual prowess or what they can get from that. That is a true fuck boy or fuck girl. If we just mash that shit all up and just throw it out there. That's basically what it is, okay? Because they feel like they don't have to have any main skills or anything else going for themselves. And it's sad to say, but 9 times out of 10, fuck boys and fuck girls are the attractive ones. The finer they are, the more fuckery there is. A lot of times. And I'm not saying all the time, you know what I'm saying? Because, I'm fine as hell and I ain't on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fuck girl. I'm not. But I have been mistaken for one many, many times. That's why I say, you are the company that you keep. Because many, many moons ago, I used to hang with a whole bunch of fuck girls and fuck boys. Shit, they was fun. But the thing is, what we have to realize is it's like, how are you trying to be perceived? How do you want to be taken? It's cool to be a fuck boy or a fuck girl when you're young, because then it's like, oh, okay, I'm young. I could live. I could do this. I could do whatever. However, your reputation follows you, and I'm not even going to say, because when I was in the military, they used to say all this bullshit about perception, and I really wasn't feeling that. And I'm going to say I still am not with the perception thing, but I do agree that your reputation, if you are a fuck girl or a fuck boy, people will find out. It will be known. You cannot hide it, okay? So fuck girls, what they like to do is they have no real, womanly skills. They have nothing going for themselves. They don't know how to care for children. They don't know their hygiene. 9 times out of 10, a true fuck girl, hygiene is not on point, okay? The outside is going to look good, however, but when you pull them goddamn panties down, you know what I'm saying? It might be day 3. She might be like, well, my grandma said I could wear them 3 times before they dirty. She didn't mean the drawers. She did not mean the drawers, okay? Fuck girls can't cook, okay? They can't cook. They can't clean, not the real way. Not the real clean. You see what I'm saying? They can do that little bullshit because now, this day and age, for some reason, it's, to me, and I'm saying this because I see this with the younger generations, it seems cool to not be as hygienic as you could be. This seems to be okay to just, just have your shit everywhere and just live in a mess. Only fuck girls do that, okay? A real lady has class, has business about herself, and she is domesticated. That does not mean that she is not independent. That does not mean that she does not do things outside of the home. What it means is that she has that balance. She has that balance. So she can work, do whatever else. She knows how to hold down a home, okay? And she has some business about herself. Not just on the outside, but on the inside as well. Real fuck girls, they feel like all they need is their good looks and their vagina to get them by in life. And I know this because I have spoken to quite a few of them. Okay, I have genuinely sat down with some fuck girls and said, hey, so, what do you have going for yourself? What can you do? Just a general conversation and stuff, not judging nobody or whatever, just talking to people, because sometimes, you know, I could be a little antisocial. So I've talked to people. And when I hear people speak, I'm like, oh my gosh. At first, I thought maybe it was a culture thing. Seriously, at first I thought it was a culture thing because, you know, Caribbean people, us exotics and stuff, we tend to be raised a little different sometimes. However, no, a fuck girl or a fuck boy, they could have been raised right. I know a lot of fuck girls and fuck boys that was raised very well. When you see their family and you see everybody else, you're like, what happened to you? It's a choice. Being a fuck girl, being a fuck boy is a choice. A lot of us females nowadays, we place our value in what's between our legs. We place our value in what we put on our body. We place our value in material things. And at the end of the day, you know, beauty fades, you gain weight, your BBL, your booty gonna drop, you know. And if you have no true value for yourself, if you don't know how to use anything besides your body and your looks to achieve anything or to get anywhere in life, you are a fuck girl or a fuck boy, period. And you're not going to get far. You know, it's okay to look good. I mean, it's amazing to look good. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? However, you have to have some substance. Because at the end of the day, beauty truly is in the eye of the beholder. And there's many, 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 many beautiful people that once they open up their mouths and you find out what's really on the inside, they're not attractive anymore. They lose their appeal, okay? Because then the true fuck boy or fuck girl in them comes out, all right? Fuck boys and fuck girls, at the end of the day, they are very close to narcissists, but I'm not going to say they're narcissists because they're not. When I say they're close to narcissists, they are close to narcissists because they only care about themselves. And that is a narcissistic trait. All righty? They only care about themselves. At the end of the day, come what may, they're only looking out for themselves. It's only what is best for them. And they're fleeting. Their emotions are fleeting. Okay, their actions are fleeting. Hence, the fuckness, right? The fuck shit. So you can change. You don't have to stay a fuck boy or a fuck girl. I know sometimes it feels really comfortable to do that. However, with the way that the world is going nowadays and the way that things are changing and the awareness that we're trying to raise in people, it would behoove you to change your ways. If you are a fuck boy or a fuck girl, it would behoove you to change your ways, okay? Because right now, what we are realizing is looks can be bought, but character, priceless, priceless, okay? Once you get up to a certain age, it's time for you to put the tomfoolery and the foolishness aside. Everybody wants to, you know, thrive and do good. However, sometimes you just have to take a step back and you have to know, okay, it's time for me to stop these shenanigans. The way that the world is going, the way society is going, we, not just me, we, all of us, we need to make the necessary changes within ourselves, okay? If you know you want some fuck shit, cut it out. Just stop. You don't owe it to anybody. A lot of times, people are not even genuinely fuck boys or fuck girls. They just put on that persona because they feel like it's cool. Maybe because of their peers, their environment, their community, the impression that they want to give to people. And a lot of times because of insecurity. I have also met a lot of fuck boys or fuck girls who, I'm not going to say they was forced into the fuck boy life or the fuck girl life because, you know, everybody has a choice at the end of the day. However, if somebody is insecure in themselves or they're not confident enough that they can step outside of what they are used to or what they know in order to try to do something else, they're going to get comfortable in that and they're going to stay in that. I've met a lot of fuck boys and fuck girls who were just scared to try. Okay, they were just scared to do better because they automatically assumed that they were going to fail, or they were so used to being a fuck boy or fuck girl that that's what they told themselves. That's all that they could do. The people around them, you know, would tell them, you know, that's all you can do. They didn't even believe in themselves. Okay, and a lot of times people are fuck boys or fuck girls because of that low self-esteem, that lack of self-confidence. You know, if you sit there and you try to portray yourself as a stand-up person, you know what I mean, or as a person who has their shit together or who just, you know, is going up. That's a lot of pressure for some people. It's a lot of pressure for some people, you know, and the thought of failure or the thought of looking stupid or the thought of looking lame is what stops a lot of people from doing the right thing. And let me tell you something, you know, people think that fuck boys and fuck girls are cool and cute. It's not. The only thing is that's all people know because people are not willing to try harder. They're not willing to work. They're not willing to put in the efforts to be the kind of people that they want to be, the kind of people that they look up to, whether it's on TV, in the movies, whatever. They feel like it's too much work. But everybody started from the bottom in some way, shape, or form, except for maybe the Kardashians, okay? But everybody started at the bottom. And you have to go through these phases. You have to go through these phases. But the thing is, you have to realize that you're not comfortable in that phase once you realize it's not for you or it doesn't fit. Or once you realize it's counterproductive, because being a fuckboy or a fuck girl is counterproductive. It is. You're not going to get anywhere with that. Temporary thrills, you know, and you end up reaping a lot of bad karma. All right? Things that you don't want. Fuck girls, they love to borrow their friends' clothes and shit. Don't return it. But they'll borrow everything. They can borrow the wigs, the accessories, the clothes, the shoes. That's what a real fuck girl does. I'm telling you, I done had a lot of fuck girl associates through life. Okay? They can spend their money on food. However, they never really have anything stable. They never really have anything sturdy. They don't have a steady place to live. They never have a steady job. They don't ever even have steady clothes. Like I'm saying, you don't never know what the fuck is theirs because they borrowing everything from every friend that they have. Okay? Fuck girls, they never show their true personality. They're always fake. You know how you can spot a good fuck girl? The ones who talk like, I'm not saying some people really got soft voices and stuff, but a lot of times they'll change their voice or they'll change their demeanor in order to get things. You see what I'm saying? But you have to pay attention to that. You have to pay attention to that because fuck girls don't clean up after themselves. That's another hint. They do not clean up after themselves. All right? You got to pay attention to the little details. All right? They don't know how to cook. They don't clean. Only thing they know how to do is lay on their back and suck some dick. That's what fuck girls do. All right? Those are the ones who, you know, they might change relationships more than they change their draws. Oh, fuck boys are like that as well. Okay? So be aware of that. All right? The fuck boys, those are the ones that'll tell you the sweet nothings and they'll never come through. Never come through. You'll be holding on, waiting for that dream, okay? Those are the ones who, they have all the ambitions, okay? The dreamers, they'll talk the talk, but they cannot walk the walk. Guys, at some point in time, we have to stop letting people take our kindness for weakness and insult our intelligence, all right? Because you always have to pay attention to the red flags and what people show you. Okay? Because actions always speak louder than words. If you really pay attention, you could spot a fuck boy or fuck girl from a mile away. And if you really, really pay attention, if you can't spot them from a mile away, you can spot them in the first 10 minutes of a conversation. If you pay attention to the things that they say. Because 9 times out of 10, they're going to say what they think you want to hear. Okay? They're not going to talk about things of substance. They're not. They're going to talk about things that, like, it's kind of like they're going to be telling you their resume. That's what fuck boys and fuck girls do. They brag on things, intangible things, things that are not really there. So you can't really verify that shit, can you? Exactly. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to their actions. Stop letting people use you guys and insult your intelligence. It's time for all of that to stop. Being a fuck boy or a fuck girl is not cute. Especially ladies, being a fuck girl is not cute. We are too old for this. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 4. You're too old for this. Young lady, tighten up. Alrighty? Ladies, we have to learn I understand this is 2020 and everything, but some things are just timeless. Classic. Never go out of style. You know, like cooking, cleaning, shit like that. Things that you should do. Try it. I guarantee you like it. But it's time for us to change. The things that we used to do, the actions of old, they're not going to work anymore. They're not going to work because, like I said, guys, it's a new world order. So we got to cut out all the fuck shit. So all you fuck boys and fuck girls need to tighten up. Empress said, right now, tighten up, okay? And if you need some help balancing your energies and unfucking up your feng shui while you're doing it, make sure you just go ahead and check out my website, www.empressoracle333.com. There, I have all types of items that can aid you in prosperity, love, balancing your chakras, calming your energy, and anything else you may need, because there's always a crystal for that. Always. Okay? So you guys think about what I said. All right? Don't be a fuck girl or fuck boy today. I love you. All right?